This is a special report from About Space Today.
Welcome to our special report from the Kennedy Space Center. Well, with just minutes ticking on the countdown clock, NASA decided to scrub. My co-host and Space Coast News editor Dawn Meyer shares her early arrival before the sunrise and the mission scrub.
Today, Monday, August the 29th, 2022, was to have been the first launch of the SLS, Space Launch System, rocket for the Artemis 1 mission to the Moon. NASA had requested that press get to the Space Center by 2:30 a.m., so I arrived a bit before 2 a.m., just as the problems were starting. Now the weather had caused an hour delay in processing due to lightning, and then the cryogenic fuel loading problems started as the liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen were being loaded into the core stage of the rocket. Problems continued and were wonderfully remedied for several hours until the cooling of the main engines failed. None of the troubleshooting steps worked on that, and ultimately, about 10 minutes before the opening of the launch window, the mission was scrubbed for this attempt. Here is NASA Administrator Bill Nelson and Daryl Nail to tell us more about the scrub and what will happen moving forward.
We don't launch until it's right. And in fact, they've got a problem with the gases going on the engine bleed on one engine. You can't go. There are certain guidelines. And I think it's just illustrative that this is a very complicated machine, a very complicated system, and all those things have to work. And you don't want to light the candle until it's ready to go. I have some personal experience in the crew that I participated in on the 24th flight of the space shuttle. We scrubbed 4 times on the pad.
Okay.
And the 5th try was a flawless mission. We know, had we launched on any one of those scrubs, it wouldn't have been a good day. And so that was Hoot Gibson and Charlie Bolden's crew. And so, this is just part of the space business. And it's part of particularly a test flight. We are stressing and testing this rocket and the spacecraft in a way that you would never do it with the human crew on board. That's the purpose of a test flight. I want them to know that they're doing the perfect job that they always do. They're taking an opportunity while that vehicle is still fueled up to work this problem. And they're going to work it. They'll get to the bottom of it. They'll get it fixed, and then we'll fly.
And when we fly, we hope to have all of our guests back. Of course, there were big crowds here for this attempt. A lot of special guests, including Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, was here. Did you keep them briefed on what was happening and what happens next?
Yes. She and I had a good visit. I met her at the airplane. I came straight here to talk to some of the launch control folks, and she is fully briefed on the whole thing. She's very happy to be here. She is an enthusiastic space booster, as is President Biden. So this whole thing will make our country proud.
I was really looking forward to an amazing launch today. But I know from all the shuttle missions that I worked that things have to be right and have to be safe. And this flight is still a test flight of the rocket and its systems, so even more to be done to ensure the health of the entire program.
Well, I was willing to trade more sleep and fight some of that bumper-to-bumper traffic getting to the press site. But I must say, what a spectacular sunrise with that giant rocket brilliantly lighted. About Space will be posting updates on our Facebook page at aboutspace.today. And if all goes as planned, NASA will make another launch attempt on Friday. Join Dawn and me, David Denault, with live coverage on our YouTube channel. Write this down. It's tinyurl.com/aboutspace today Again, that's tinyurl.com, About Space Today YT. And About Space Today's live coverage begins at 12:15 this Friday on our YouTube channel. Again, that's tinyurl.com /About Space Today YT. And for the entire crew that have been out here the past 4 days, thank you for taking on the blazing sun and torrential downpours and lightning to keep our live stream up. I'm David Denault with a special report on the SLS launch.
This has been a special report from About Space Today.